Good morning, Sydney. Let's get some breakfast. How's things? Put it there. What's cracking, bro? How's things? Mate, thanks for having me. Sweet, we're doing the YouTubes. I love it. Well, yes, I'm just here to create content, have fun, and do a bit of traveling. You know, that's what it's all about. I literally cannot stop eating Tim Tams. Like, I'm gonna have to get this package, this hamper, and just put it outside the room. Before I do that, okay, let's try some Australian bagel crisps with Vegemite. Apparently, Australians are just obsessed with Vegemite. I don't even know what it tastes like, but let's give it a try. When you see people on Instagram, they're flexing, they're all successful. That's the 1%. You know, you're looking at the 1%. So you got to realize that everyone has to go through some stuff they don't want to do. So yeah, it's important to talk about that. I graduated school, which is like, I think you call it college or uni, you know, I'm not sure what you guys call it, but it's 18 years old and you finish your main school and you go into university. And I got into some mediocre university in Ireland called Dublin Institute of Technology, and I studied business management because I was just like, oh, you know, business management. Yeah. This is useful. I'm like, perfect. Yeah, I was like, this will apply to everything. Yeah. And like, I got in there and there was just no interest. I was just like, it wasn't engaging at all. I was just learning about stuff that I didn't want to learn about. And it's like, you're all just being forced to sit in that room. And it's like, that's my advice to college students. People think I'm anti-college. I'm anti-doing stuff you've no interest in because you're just going to be a burden to everyone around you. So if you are going to college, do something you're passionate about. So anyways, I went. I didn't enjoy it. I failed first year twice. So that was 2 stagnant years of my life. Smells weird. Strange. I kind of like mustardy here. Okay. This is good. It's like growing on me. I'm just gonna have to try some real Vegemite, but they're good. They're solid 7 or 8 out of 10. And of course, parents were like, "Come on, Rob, you got this. Finish college, repeat the year." And so again, you know, I didn't have the confidence to go out and like be like, "Screw this. I'm really into the gym. I'm really into training. So this is what I want to do." So I gave it another go. Lo and behold, Billy Madison failed again. Okay, so that was 2 years. So I'm like, what, like in my early 20s right now with just like, you know, I was like, screw this, I'm not doing it again. This is not for me. So I was there. I was like, I had no job connections to go into. Like, parents didn't have any connections or a job to give me. No friends that were like, hey, you know, you can come work here. So none of that. No college. Bad school results. So like I was actually just like playing Xbox lying in bed until like 2 p.m. But then I was like, what's the only like productive thing you do in the day, Rob? And I was like, you hit the gym, you actually learn about training and nutrition, like you love it, like you're into that. And if you're actually passionate about something, you'll go out and learn about it yourself in your own free time. And I was there reading studies. I was not only watching online seminars, I was like purchasing webinars. I was buying ebooks like Team 3 DMJ, Eric Helms, all those evidence-based people. I was buying their books. I was teaching myself, and I was like, yo, you're actually into this. Like you stay up all night reading about training and nutrition and even marketing. So I was like, this is clearly what you're into. Anyways, I'm gonna chill here, try not to eat all this, and then me and Joe are going to the gym downstairs. It's like attached to the hotel. It's a Snap Fitness, and it's honestly, it's not actually a hotel gym because Snap Fitness is brand, but it's literally on the ground floor. So for a hotel gym, we just checked it out. It's insane. So big session coming in. Lo and behold, the moment you start doubling down on your strengths, that's when you see a little bit of progress in life. Okay, and it's like, you hear do what you love so much, and it's lost its kind of effect because we say it so much, but it's the truth. You know, it's like it can sound cliche, but it's the goddamn truth. So in 2014, I uploaded my first ever YouTube video, September 1st, 2014. I couldn't afford a camera or anything at the time. I wasn't like, you know, living out in a cardboard box, but I just didn't have hundreds to spend on a camera. So I just picked up my iPhone 5. Yeah, that was the phone at the time. Now we're on...
What year was this?
2014.
Okay.
So now we're on like iPhone like fucking 20,000 or some shit. So iPhone 5, and I just picked it up, held it in my hand, and I was like, hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is how I train every day. This is how I eat. follow along on the journey. And so that video is still there. You can go watch it. And then I just started, kind of covering myths and topics, doing Q&As, really informative, beneficial stuff. Like, there was no sponsorships, no sponsor posts, not trying to sell anything for like the first 2 years. So it was just putting out content that'll help people get in shape. And then lo and behold, everyone did start getting in shape from watching these videos, sent me a ton of before and afters, and that's when I first started doing some online coaching and writing ebooks and all that jazz. All right, so in the last clip we were eating Tim Tams. Now we're eating a chicken gyro or whatever. It's Sunday, it's chilling. Get that close-up action. This is the real me. We're just having a nice chill day in Pleasantville around these food markets, having a good time, and we're planning on getting a lift in later, so be full of energy. We're having a very hungry day. It's just a day where we just kind of can't stop eating. No regrets. No regrets.
That base, man. There's a spring to it. It's that yeasty spring, man.
Continuing on with this dreadful full day of eating.
This is part of the cultural experience, is trying magnums that aren't readily available in your hometown.
This is next level culture. This is white almond. Not sure if they have this in Ireland, and if they do, it's rare.
You lick or bite the magnum.
Oh, I bite straight into it. Did that on camera once, and everyone's like, he really is Patrick Bateman. Like, he really is a serial killer. Comment down below. What do you do? Anyways, Sydney Opera House time. Let's go. Facebook was the first thing I ever did.
Okay.
Facebook page, but like, the first kind of impactful thing I did was YouTube, because it's all well and good to like write out a post, and do pictures, but when you're on video, when you're talking, podcast, for example, people just get such a better idea what you're like. It's like you see these like an Insta chick or some Insta model dude, and he looks amazing and all, but there's no substance. He's got nothing really to say, or like they're not giving any value apart from the discount code. It's like, how's that gonna like make an impact on people? Like, you got to build a relationship with people. So the first impactful thing I did was like starting on YouTube. I had a personal trainer certificate and sports nutrition certificate as well, and I just always knew I would train my friends for free and everything. And my family, but I always knew that I wanted to do something online. Like, I'd watch these American YouTubers. I'd watch people like Joseph Rakic, him, he's from New Zealand, he's like a mentor of mine now. I'd watch people like him, and they were just like scaling it so well. So from the beginning, I always knew that was the direction I wanted to go. It was so niche, like it was crazy. And so I would watch all the Americans, and like they'd all be in each other's videos and stuff.
Right.
And then I was like, I want to bring that to Ireland, UK, and put my kind of spin on it. And that helped massively, because people were like, who the hell is this Irish chap think he is, you know? And so you got a little bit of hate, but that's good, in a good way, like people were talking about it.
Yeah.
So that helped us start. Like, if that just isn't the definition of nice and pleasant at the end of a good day, then I don't know what is. Look at Joe's beautiful hair blowing in the wind. Amazing. Word of mouth isn't dead, by the way. People would tell their friends, be like, this guy's putting out good info, look what I did, I got these results, I changed this about my diet with his info. And then so people started being like, hey, how much for a plan? And I was like, shit, how much for a plan? And then
how much you got?
Give your money, bug. But then just a light bulb went off, and it started very small what I would charge, and then the more in demand you are, obviously the more you can charge. So that when people started pretty much like offering to buy something off you, that's when I noticed. And oftentimes when you're trying to come up with a business idea, it's right in front of you. It's a problem that presents itself to you every single day, and you just got to come up with something to solve it. So if someone's asking you for training, nutrition advice, and plans every day, you just got to come for a solution there, We're just basically looking at all the houses around here, and we're in awe. These are so nice, and if we were to like pick 5 places in the world where we would own a house, one of them would be Sydney. Joe has a fetish for Asians, so straight away he goes Tokyo, Singapore,
100% accurate.
and Thailand. I'm like, bro, like, spread them out a little bit. Okay, so your top 5.
I was saying those as alternatives to each other, not as all of those 3. What I was saying was, if you can afford the best pad in the city, you have to think like you're gonna be in the fucking elite culture, like, do you know what I mean? You're gonna be like the people who have access to everything, every fucking party, every little like secret fucking thing going on, like, the most thrilling lifestyle. Like, you're gonna be in with them. A city like New York, it's not my favorite to go and visit as a fucking tourist or whatever. I do think that if you were in New York and you had it all at your disposal, it would be like one of the best places to be. And that's what I'm trying to consider. Like, I'm thinking New York. I'm thinking maybe something like. Obviously, I think Tokyo would generally just be sick.
It will be sick.
But also like some of the countries that are a bit more like not so law abiding in a way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You want to get off the grid.
Like,
you want to go off the grid for a little bit.
Some bad shit, man.
Yeah. I think I would do New York. Again, I don't even like New York. Like, I actually don't. Like, it's okay. It's a bit dirty. But, like, shout out to New Yorkers.
Shout out to New York, man.
Yeah. No, it is obviously one of the greatest cities on the planet. But, yeah, I would choose there just because your social circle would be insane. LA. I legit love LA. And obviously be sick to have like a fucking gaff in Bel Air or something. Dublin, because that's my hometown. So I got 2 more. Honestly, Sydney, like for real.
Yeah,
Sydney.
I'd probably take Sydney.
I'd do Sydney. And then last one, have picked somewhere in Asia. I'd pick Thailand, yeah.
Oh, Hong Kong actually, shit. I don't know, there's too many. There's a lot of interesting ones in Asia though. I'm just thinking like food, like just mad architecture and shit.
He just
shit that's gonna blow your mind.
He
And
just has an Asian fetish.
Nah, but if you got
shut up with the food and architecture. Trying to sound all cultural and smart. He just has a fetish for Asians.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if you got 5 cities, right, you want some variance, don't you? You want different cultures and shit.
Come down below your top 5 places. That's a good CTA. It's a good CTA. So come down. If you could own a house in 5 places in the world, where would it be?
Show them that.
Yeah, this is the neighborhood we're in. Bayview, so nice. Thanks for chatting to us as we walk back to our hotel. We're gonna get Lipsett now and then go for dinner, and that's our Sunday wrapped up. I kind of just taught myself how to do it, and like just made so many mistakes along the way. Like, because there's no one else in Ireland or even the UK that like I could reach out to, and it's like, let's say there's some I'm on like 1,000 Facebook likes. I can't reach out to like Athlete X and be like, hey man, tell me how to do it. So I really had no one to reach out to, so I just started kind of teaching myself how to do it. And I remember I started it's actually a funny one, so I couldn't even like, I had no like spare money to like buy cameras and equipment and everything, so I couldn't even get Microsoft Word. I downloaded it from Pirate Bay. Please don't arrest me.
I did that as well.
The Australian government is gonna like shut me out. So I downloaded up Pirate Bay, have my Microsoft Word, and then I'd like convert them to PDFs and just do emails. But it was such a bad system, and so like now I'm comparing that to like now I've got this whole like software, this app, this whole team that helps me with online coaching. So it's crazy, but it's like you got to make these mistakes. That's like the new trend. It's like join my mastermind. Give me 30 grand a month, and I'll tell you how to make 30 grand a month by giving me 31 grand. So that's like a whole new trend, and it's like I'm not really against it. If someone's providing value and they're actually giving out good info, whatever, that's cool. It's like the same as training someone, just in a different way. But it's a whole new thing. It's like mentoring and like that business mastermind thing. It's like that wasn't around. One of my best friends, Christian Guzman, top of the game in the fitness industry, to say the least. If I need some advice, I'll ask him about something. So I've just like and even the person that founded Raw Gyms, John, he's like married with kids. He's not online and stuff, but he started the Raw Gyms brand like from scratch. So he's a mentor of mine. So just like I've different people that I can go to for advice, just by putting myself in the right places and making the right connections. But I'm not again. I think it's probably a good idea to get a mentor, or a couple. Like it can be a great shortcut. That would have been like 2016, and I think that's when I reached my first 100K in revenue, in profit from like doing everything online. And that's when things got serious. I got sponsored by Alpha Elite, which really helped me break into the US market. I came out with more ebooks.
Through their reach?
Through their reach.
Like co-branding, partnerships,
exactly.
That sort of
like, Christian and Max will put me on their channels, collaborations, which is just huge if you want to grow your brand. Like, this is a collaboration now, This is going to help me reach Australian viewers, help you guys reach Ireland, UK. Like, collaborations on social media, it's just the utmost. It's how it works. It's how it works. So doing stuff like that in 2016 helped me take it to the next level. So get more sponsorships, more brand deals. You can charge more for speaking events. People want you to come speak at their events. Again, more kind of online content like training plans and stuff, and everything that I went over in that video really. And of course more YouTube views too. 2016 is when things got proper serious, and then 2017, 2018. that was just nuts. That was just like a blow up. I was just like, what the hell? Like, you know, that this so things are still,
cool.
we're going to ride that wave, you know, we're going to keep going on that. Yeah. I did majority of it, like, especially the beginning in Ireland. Like, I think in 2016, I went to the LA Fit Expo and like I paid my way there and like I was like, you know, I was like this is tight, like, you know, but I need to put myself in these right positions, and it paid off. But lifestyle has of course changed. The more quote unquote successful you become, whatever you define that as.
Of course.
But yeah, so now I have a lot more freedom now, and a lot better connections. So yeah, you know, life is amazing and I'm so grateful for that. So just there in January, I was like, even like over October, November, December, I was like partying a little bit too much. I was like having too much fun. And then I was like, Rob, go back to your roots, okay? Start putting out tons of informative fitness content and even like, you know, content that's going to give people confidence and inspire them. Go back to that, and then, you know, that's what you're meant to do. And so in January I hired like an editor and a videographer to just pump out the content, made more content than ever, and it's just, my audience were just so happy with that. They're like we're glad to see this. So my core, that what I always go back to, is just content that helps people improve their lives. And in turn, right, it's like, you think that's a big selfless act. Oh, I'm helping people improve their lives. Like, oh, Saint Rob Lipsett. No, right? If you help other people have a great time, you're going to have a great time. If you bring everyone else's vibe up, you're going to have a much more fulfilling and fun life. So it's actually selfish. It's like, I'm making everyone have a sick time, so I have a sick time. And it's like, imagine we all did that. Like, imagine everyone's like, yo, I just want to, like, you know, make everyone feel better, you know, make everyone around me, want to bring everyone up. Just the world would be a sick place. Finishing up the day with some room service and some movies. This was a very honest full day of eating, but I think it's kind of good to show sometimes. You know, I get my current physique, what I'm looking like. I clearly don't eat like this every day. I think we ate out like 3 times today. But look, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of food porn. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I'm actually training with Nick Cheadle tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him or follow him on Instagram. But he's got a gym in North Sydney, so we're going there. It's going to be epic. We're going to hit a leg day. So yeah, I'm sure tune in then. I'm going to finish things up here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Keep it real. Peace.